Hi, this is Father John. I've been missing from YouTube for quite some time. I just got lazy. But I thought of a story today that might be pretty relevant to what's going on in our culture today. Many years ago, probably 1982, in my first parish, I was invited to a young couple's home for supper. I got there and walked in, was escorted into the family room, and sat down on the couch where they served crackers and cheese and wine and soft drinks, and I had a little of each. And I'm sitting there when a young man, the husband, sat down and started talking with me, and then a little boy ran in the room, climbed up on the couch right next to me, jumped up, and punched me right in the face. I grabbed his little hands. I said, "Don't do that." And his mother came around the corner immediately and said, "We never tell him no." And I looked and I said, "I think you just told me no, didn't you?" She said, "No, we just want him to experience life on his own and experience things on his own." I said, "Well, I think he just did. He was just in my face and punched me, and I didn't really hurt, but do you want him to continue doing that until somebody punches him back?" And she said, "Well, he needs to experience things." And I said, "So if he's running out in front of a car in traffic, you're going to just experience that with him?" I think people in those days, gosh, that's been, 42 years ago, they thought that that was an okay thing to do, to let children experience things and not guide them. It was called free-ranging your children just a few years ago, and I think it's still popular with some people. Can you see the dangers in it? Can you imagine just everyone free-ranging these days? People being able to walk up to somebody on the street and punch them and nobody stops them. People being able to, for example, steal things out of a store and nobody stops them. People being able to do, well, it could go on and on and on. I've seen some tragedies where people did what they felt like doing. And in one case, there was a man I saw who felt like running out into the freeway traffic on a freeway and got run over by several cars. I don't think that's good for our culture. And being very, very, very permissive is not good. On the other hand, we can't force adults to believe or do anything. As Catholic Christians, if somebody wants to believe that they can take drugs and they can beat women or they can, well, use your imagination, we say that it's wrong, but we can't control anybody. You know what? A lot of us have trouble controlling ourselves. But I think it's good for us to understand what the Catholic Church really teaches about things. I know people say that the Catholic Church guilts people into not doing this or not doing that. I think to myself, well, it's not really guilt. In a lot of cases, it's just good common sense. So if you're a Catholic and you know that there are some things we should do and some things we should not do, take this in mind about how to raise children, how to treat other people, how to instruct people in a classroom. If you're a teacher or a manager or you're in charge of a group of folks, keep this in mind. There's always good sense in saying, "No, don't do that," or "Stop, you're gonna get hurt." God bless.